John. Do you mind if I call you John?
You want to know what happened? Don't matter what I tell you, you're not going to believe me.
I need something, John. Tell me your truth, no matter what you think it is.
I was hunting up in Bighorn. It's pretty empty this time of year. Nothing but trees, snow, and rock. Got the best elk game in the state if you know where to look. It was about a 2-day hike into the range when I first noticed. If you weren't careful, you'd think it was a wolf. Way it tracked its prey. Walking circles during the night. Finding a perch up high during the day. But it was by itself. One set of tracks. No wolf would hunt something bigger than her. Not without the pack. Then there was the imprint in the snow. It was deep. Thing must have weighed at least 600 pounds. It's like a bear. But bears don't hunt. Not like that. The strange thing was its stride. It was too far apart to be anything I've ever seen. And it walked on 2 legs. Ain't nothing out there like that. These crazy fuckers talk about Bigfoot or Sasquatch. Nah, this thing wasn't even close to being human. It was an animal. Predator. It hunted me for 3 days. I didn't see a damn thing but its tracks. It wasn't hungry. It wasn't fighting for survival like everything else up in that mountain. No. It was just hunting. Like it was honing its skills, or it was using me for practice.
What happened on the 3rd day?
It knew my habits, my routine. It knew when I was at my weakest. Right at the end of the day, 30-something miles hiked, eyes barely open, fire going out, a rifle slipping from my hands. Came in from the tree line. I just caught its silhouette as it rushed the fire. The thing was no smaller than 8 feet tall. Moved like an animal. Fast. Claws bared. All hunched over. Smashed into the fire first, taking out my light source. It knew I couldn't see in the dark. I barely got out of the way before I heard his claws strike my rifle. Shattered it. Took less than a second to recover, and then it was on me again. Thing flung me 10 feet across the clearing. And then it rushed. The stamp of its feet sounded like a buffalo. I didn't know what to do. I took out my knife and I swung, and I must have got lucky because I felt the blade dig in and the thing shrieked. And that sound? The sound that came out of that thing's mouth. I'm gonna hear that sound to the day I die. It was deep, a guttural, disgusting scream from a beast that shouldn't exist. Like a devil incarnate, challenged all of God's creatures. I ran for 16 hours. 16 hours before I found you.
But you killed it.
No. I only pissed it off. Thing's probably out there right now. Watching. Learning. Beware the Jabberwock, my son. The jaws that bite, the claws that catch. He took his vorpal sword in hand. Long time the manxome foe he sought. So rested he by the tum-tum tree, and stood a while in thought. And as in offish thought he stood, the Jabberwock came with eyes of flame, whiffling through the tugly wood, and burbled as it came. 1, 2, 1, 2, and through the vorpal blade went.
Best you get some rest, John.
You won't catch me asleep again.
You're perfectly safe here. Nothing's getting...
Beware the Jabberwock, my son.